Hello! Yay, my voice is working this time. I'm gonna use this kind of gross paper. But hey, I'm gonna be speaking pretty quietly because my roommates are asleep. Hopefully they can't hear me right now. But people have been asking me how I draw foliage. This is the pad of paper that I use, by the way. Yay, Bristol. Oh no, my fan's gonna start going. But here's a tutorial. Quick one. I don't know why I've been struck with the mood now, but here we are. And today we're gonna make a bush. How are we gonna do that, you ask? Well, allow me to show you. Okay, first of all, different shapes of leaves. You'll notice that in nature, first of all, I highly recommend using reference photos, because no matter how good you think you are at something, it will always help your art. Like, that's my belief, at least from my experience of drawing for 10 years. But I'll always be like, oh, I know what a bush looks like, but it always ends up looking better if I'm looking at a bush. But leaves are different shapes. The common one you see in a lot of art that's like simplified is just like the circle or the oval. There's also like boop de doo de doo de doo nose, or like pine needles are like beautiful. And you know, aspen leaves are a little bit like this. They're very cute. You got them. Never draw these guys from memory, but whatever. Maples. Wow. Oak leaf. Whatever. So essentially, you've got all these different leaf types. Great. Now, you'll notice with trees that you'll get branches. Wow, look at branches. And they'll taper off like this. Now what happens is when the leaves grow off of these branches, they do it in clumps. And I've found that they're usually in a circle around it. So it won't, so there's like a pattern to this. And it looks best, I'm just going to use the common circle like that. It's going to look best if you move in a circle around this point. And this point. So notice, so there's your branch essentially. Now as long as you're moving in this sort of arc with the twig being right here, then you're gonna, I think, be pretty good to go. I mean, obviously there's gonna be different shapes with different types of bushes, but that's my go-to. So we're just gonna make a bush right now. And there's my fan, hopefully you can still hear me. Let's see. So let's start. We're going to move in a circle. Just going to use kind of a long, and don't like fill in the entire circle, like leave some spaces, like those gaps. Okay, there's the main circle. I'm going to make a poofy bush. Wow! And you'll notice that these are always going to be, with me at least, the way that I draw them, they're going to be ellipses or circles in some regard. So like that one's like that one's like that one's like that, yada yada yada. Okay, so we got the shape of the bush. Now I'm gonna make some supports. Some people like to work the other direction where you make the supports first. Sometimes I'll do that. It's up to you. There's some branches. Wow. Okay. Now I like to start with the light colors because with Crayola everything smears. So you're going to prevent some smearing if you start light and go dark. And what marker was I just using? Okay. For lighting, do the same thing. I'm going to make a circle here. I'm going to say the lighting's coming from that direction. Here comes the bush. It just creates this sense of volume, I think. It's having these shapes. Okay. Some random splotches too. Now for my darker color, I think I'll go with this one. It's kind of nice because you can kind of use it like a paintbrush. You don't really have to worry too much about where your marks are going to fall because nature is pretty random. I mean, it follows patterns, but it's not going to look out of place if you make a random mark somewhere, I don't think, a lot of the time. Yeah, just to get some extra little... Oh, now they're really flopping over there. It's exciting. Some extra little dark areas. There we go. Okay. Underneath the bush is going to be pretty dark. I'm just going to use blue. Okay. And now for the outlining. Normally this outline would have been pencil, but I'm going to outline it with a blue. I like to use blue when I'm outlining something that is a little farther away. And you can like make little abnormalities to some of these. Maybe give one or two a different shape, or make them smaller, larger, whatever you like. My voice is getting kind of hoarse. How exciting. As you can see, this is a thrilling process. La 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 la. Okay, there you go. There's your bush. You got your bush going. Wow, you did it. And now just do a lot of different bushes. Use different leaves. You want to make it different kind of branch, all right? You just go, wow. There's a sprawling. There's another sprawling. Look, they're moving around a central point. Wow. Oh, wow. They're filling it in. There it goes. Wow. Gonna add a little tail. There we go. There it is. Wow. Put your outline on. Put your game phase outline on. Wow. Overlap a couple of them. Bam, bam, bada boom, bada bing. Look what you got there. You got a weird little bit coming out of nowhere. I don't know. Is it coming out of a tree? Sure, whatever. Wow, here comes a tree. Whoa. Just cute. Some bark. How exciting. Gonna outline that bark too. Gee whiz. What is this magic? Nature is coming out of nowhere. Ah, what are we gonna do? There's too much life. And again, it'll help to look at different kinds of trees. Because you got, if you put this in like a forest with like flowers and maybe some stuff that is like going like this, and it's going to feel less, I mean, it's going to feel more like an environment and less like just some, I don't know. So knock yourselves out, really. Just, if you want more tips, I don't know, think of a couple more maybe, let me know. But it's just look at reference photos, work around, oop, there goes whatever that noise is. Just, you know, have fun, don't die. But that is the bush that you will see the most often in my art, because it's the easiest that I feel like. I'm doing those circles for a long time now. If I have more time, I'll actually go in and like create a different shape. But yeah, let me know if you want something else. Have a good night.